Yeah.
No?
Government can just stop Bitcoin tomorrow. Liberty Reserve was shut down across 42 countries. Bitcoin can be like that, tomorrow banned. The way that they shut Liberty Reserve down was the Americans issued a financial services order. Anyone who took Liberty Reserve was banned from the banking system anywhere on earth. Anyone who took money from someone who took money was banned. It was 3 deep. So if you received money from someone who received money from someone who received money using Liberty Reserve, you are forever banned from using any banking. You will never own a credit card again. You will never have banking again. Basically, it means your whole company is wiped off the face of the earth. And they could do that, and they can do that to Bitcoin right now. And if they do that, it won't exist. If people can't get money in and out of other systems, it won't exist. The only way Bitcoin can survive is if it embraces honest money, if it embraces working within the law, if it doesn't sit there going, we're going to attack government. If you do that, it becomes a system that is too big, that is too powerful. It allows everyone to trade globally. Then it's hard to take and stop. So Bitcoin is sort of a cryptocurrency in a long string of cryptocurrencies. Not that I necessarily like that word, but going back to DigiCash and eCash and things like that, developed by Shawm and promoted in the 90s, there have been many different versions of this. There have been, Mondex have had smart cards, and CHG, and digital cash has formed many iterations over the years, from eGold to Liberty Reserve, etc. Now, everyone looks at this decentralized idea and says, Bitcoin's decentralized. Bitcoin's not the only decentralized cryptocurrency. And that's not what makes it strong. That's where people go wrong. Liberty Reserve was hundreds of times more distributed, decentralized than Bitcoin will ever hope to be in its history.
And what year was that, Craig, for those people who don't know about Liberty Reserve?
It was taken down in 2013.
Yeah. And they had a much larger network, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It had tens of thousands of people operating as money transferers, etc. Now, the problem with all of these has been illegitimate usage. Usage for terrorism funding, usage for drugs, usage for basically money laundering. All the things that are anti-government, designed to bring down the system, that sort of stuff. Bitcoin wasn't. Bitcoin has an immutable evidence trail for a reason. It makes it difficult to use and get away with if you're going to use it for Silk Road or things like that. So the reason Bitcoin was designed the way it was is so that it would be a system that works very well for honest private money, but very badly for everything else. Very badly if you want to make it into a drugstore. Very badly if you want to use it for laundering money, for funding terror, etc. Because people don't understand. Taking down something in a single government, well, something that's illegal in one country but not another, Bitcoin's robust against that. But where it's something like terrorism funding, Liberty Reserve, the takedown involved 42 countries. To actually take down Bitcoin right at the moment would involve 3 countries. So it would actually be very simple to take down Bitcoin globally with a simple order from a court, which could be enforced in China, could be enforced in Europe, could be enforced in Americas. And the way to do that and make it happen would be to start promoting Bitcoin for terrorism, for other things like this. As soon as you do that, governments are going to react. So the worst, stupidest thing, and part of why I disappeared from the scene at the time, was back in 2010, people started as the first business not even a pot store or something mild. They started selling heroin and fentanyl and weapons and all that stuff using Bitcoin, which was the stupidest thing to ever think about doing. So every single cryptocurrency that's ever gone down that path has been stopped. This idea that you can't stop Bitcoin is just wrong, because miners always form, the way Bitcoin's designed, into large data centers, server farms. I've been saying this since 2008. It's the only way that it works. And people investing hundreds of millions of dollars aren't going to want to have systems that are designed in a way that allows them to lose their investment. And that's the thing. We've spent all these years with people running around going, Bitcoin will take down the banks, Bitcoin will take down government, Bitcoin will destroy whatever. Bitcoin doesn't destroy, Bitcoin builds.
My name's Lars, and I'm just wondering, what do you think about Facebook's new cryptocurrency, Libra? Other than the fact that
failed attempt number 3.
Right? Yeah. Other than the fact that people are leaving Facebook as well, so like that would drive down the value of that. But also, how does that compete to Bitcoin? And also, what are other pitfalls of why it's not going to work out?
Because it's failed attempt number 3. It's technically a load of BS. It's just a thing that Facebook likes to wave around to say that they're doing something. This is literally the failed attempt number 3, and it is even stupider than the last 2 attempts. That's the only way to put it.
What were the first 2 for those who aren't aware?
Facebook tried to bring out Facebook credit in 2008. In about 2012, they tried another Facebook token. Both of them crashed and burnt. And this time what they're doing is saying, we've got other people who issue with us, where they still keep control and all the rest. And that is going to crash and burn. They've made it less efficient than their last 2 times. And still, the reason they failed was the fact that they're not offering any real value. They're not offering anything that people want. They're still fighting government on things that they won't get through. Every problem that was there and why they failed the first 2 times, they've increased. Everything that actually worked, they've taken away. So,
and you said it's technically not even a blockchain, right?
No, it's not even a blockchain. What you will find is practically everyone who's against me has some link to Silk Road or drug markets or whatever else. There's a lot of money going through Bitcoin at the moment. There's a lot of money being laundered. There's a lot of money coming from Eastern European and Russian oligarchs who are moving back into Europe to get their money into Britain. There is a lot of money being moved for all sorts of illegitimate reasons. And all of these people don't want me to succeed. So there's a lot of hate for that, because whenever you get a lot of money, especially when it's from criminal sources, etc., you very quickly find a lot of people sort of realize that their income, their sort of whole basis for earning money is on a precarious footing.